because I want it to make sense to you. Okay? I want all of y'all to get a good glimpse of what went wrong out here on the field today. You see, what people don't realize is that when you play football, it's the coach's job to get you prepared for different aspects of the game. The offensive line here was being dominated completely in this entire game. This player right here was beat on almost every play. This player right here was beat on almost every play. Their offensive line was absolutely terrible. And Shedeur did what he could to get rid of the ball and throw, but he never really had time to be set or to find anybody. Plus, their receivers were not getting separations from the cornerbacks at all. At all. So he had to be mobile and create his own luck. Now, that's what I saw a lot of in this game. This game is simply put, one team really wanted the game more than the other. They played like it. One team is prepared for whatever they was bringing. As you look here, you're going to see something very interesting. Watch how he lines up to receive this pass. Look at this. Play action. Boom. You see that? Simple play action. This guy is out of position. Wrong position. Your guys already have this covered. So now you've given up basically this side here because you were in far too deep in. So now, boom, it's you and him, and he's gonna beat you. Then the guy, the long safety from back there got to come back and make a play because you were out of position on the block. Of course, the Ducks are better. The Ducks are better with wide receiving and cornerbacks. Their cornerbacks are fast, tall, and lean. They can get back and defend, and Colorado's wide receivers are not faster than their cornerbacks. They can't get separation. They're neck and neck with them. So now you got to put the ball on the money, and these guys are knocking down passes that last week, these guys were catching. Now, you take a look at this. Right? Fakes it. Nobody went for the fake anyway. They're in a cover 2 package. All right, he beats his man. He gets around the offensive tackle. He's coming in, passes out to the side. And why? Because their cornerbacks can't keep up with their athletic wide receivers. Boom, he gets the first. He tries to turn up for more. They have big wide receivers who are fast and athletic, and Colorado cornerbacks can't keep up. Now, everybody's jumping for joy on the internet. And this is how you can tell who the haters are. The people who are jumping up. Yeah, what happened to Colorado, man? Yeah. I'm like, first off, stupid man, let me explain something to you. Colorado isn't supposed to even be here. They're not. Colorado's not supposed to be playing right now. They're not supposed to really be somebody talking about them winning the national championship. Like, nobody's saying that they were a contention for the title. They're predicted to win 3 games this season. Going into this year, they were like, well, they're looking at probably 3 wins. They won their first 3 games. They were ranked number 19 in the country. And they weren't supposed to beat these. Like Oregon is up there in the top teams in the country. So this is, you need a butt whooping like this if you're Colorado. This team has just been put together. You're trying to see what works, what you need to work on, what you need to improve on. And you can see there's a lot to improve on this team. Last week you saw there's a lot that needs to be improved. They came back and won, but still there's a lot that needs to be improved on. You know, you got to play USC next. I mean, those are the big teams, but they're growing. They've only played 4 games. That's it. People are calm down. They like jumping up and down. Yeah! Like, I'm like, is Oregon going to win the national championship? No. But they're a good team. They're going to be top ranked. They're going to be in a bowl game. I mean, Colorado has sucked for a decade. For about 10 years straight, they have been terrible. Prime comes in and wins 3 games, and everybody's jumping for joy, and yeah, but it's still work to be done. They know that. They're not fooled. You know, they're not thinking, all right, national championship, here we come. They're thinking, okay, we see right now we got problems with the offensive line. We go up against these teams, we got to get better on the offensive line. Maybe the transfer portal. Guys going to want to come here. You're going to get that NIL money. So you're going to have some of the best offensive linemen start coming to Colorado. So this is just the start of a process that's going to be massive. Colorado's going to be a dangerous team you're going to have to look out for down the road. So they got cornerback problems, wide receiver problems, and offensive line problems. The front 4 is okay. Their problem is they gotta improve their secondary. Yeah, I saw Silo get truck sticked. Oh, they truck sticked him. Like, as soon as he came off the ball, whoo, man, that dude stepped over him too, like, boom! Gave him a shoulder, truck sticked him. Yeah, Silo got truck sticked. Yeah, short passes. Look at that. Short set passes, turn up, turn up, turn up. Jam the receiver. Now you got to get off the ball to make a tackle. Look at this. They rush 4, giving him time, and all he was waiting for is that separation. And once he saw that separation, he didn't want to go to the end zone there. They went outside. Boom. Playing 10-yard football. They can get a first without getting in the end zone. So they playing 10-yard football. Don't try to force it in for the touchdown. Colorado played them as if they were going for the touchdown. You see that? He could have took a risk and went for the end zone. But he said, nope, let me go hit this guy that's open. Turn up. We'll take the 9 yards. This is organized professional football here. Do not try this at home. Notice he did a slap to try to get them to move and get off sides before he gave the ball in Yale Hike. Set play by Oregon. Good run. He got the first. And he got the touchdown. And that's how it started. Going on offense, the Ducks, once again, set the play, the block. They didn't get exposed. It just showed, basically, they just got their butts kicked by a team that was better. I knew this was going to happen, but in the end, I've only bet like on one of the sheets. See, watch the clap. Clap. That starts the hype. Boom. Ball's hyped when he claps, which makes them a step slower because they're waiting on him to yell hype. He slaps his hand and the ball is hyped. So they're a step behind, and the offensive line got a little bit more of a time to push. So they're a little half-second reaction late. Boom. He sees what's there. Don't go to the middle. Now, the play was for him to go there, but he sees right here that they're getting good push here. I need to follow this block. Boom. He hits the hole, hits the side, uses his athleticism to pull himself in. I have been very impressed with how they've been performing as a team as far as Oregon this season, but they never put it together quite like today. They were laser focused. Now, here he has time to make the throw on this play. Offensive line held up. Yes, they were bad today, but here they actually held up. Now, that's an open space. He starts off, he hits an open guy. So if you got some time and you play 10-yard football, you can make some moves. The problem that Colorado and Coach Prime did in this game was getting away from the run early. They should have been running the football. Too many out routes, too many plays that didn't run. I know you want to open it up, but the thing is, the key to football, period, is running game. You're going to have to mix up some run and pass early. They wanted to be aggressive because it was tired of people saying, oh, you guys get off the slow starts and you guys can't win and all of this crap, right? They were tired of that. I know. Look at this. Perfect handoff. Boom. Hit the hole, run, run, run. Hitting the ground running. Use your running game. Keep the defense on the field. Wear them out. Run. Boom. Hit the hole, hit the hole, hit the hole, hit the hole, hit the hole. Should have been a loss, positive yards. Now they audible. Swing it out, quarterback draw. Oh, nope, he throws it to the tight end. Looked like a fluke, but it worked. Soon as the safety stepped up, he makes the drop. No. If you know football, then you know what's up. Now, here it is. Shador, play action. He got a pass. Last week, this play was open. This week, you got a guy that's tall and just as fast, if not faster, than your receiver. You can't get that pass over him. He ain't going. These guys are long, and they are ready to roll. The Ducks average about 600 yards of offense a game. Let that sink in, y'all. They average almost 600 yards a game of total offense. But their defense don't get the credit it deserves. Oh, they were up to task. Then the offensive line started to break down. But before then, there was nothing open for Shedeur. Nothing. This is where you got to throw your guy open. You're going to have to put the ball in spots, and your guys got to get there and win their battles. They were losing at every aspect. And like Prime said, hey, we just took a good old-fashioned butt whooping. That's it. They took a good old-fashioned butt whooping. No. There's so much wrong right now. Oh yeah, definitely hit the like button. For me, it was different. I saw the game, and I saw it a little bit different than a lot of people saw it. In my estimate, the team should have done a lot better at preparing, but it wasn't like what they ran was bad. It's just that I disagreed with the approach Prime had in the beginning. I felt there was too much Shedeur Stevenson with the ball trying to pass when they should have been running the ball. Once they got down, then they tried to run the ball, which is going to make the defense more aggressive. You got to get them to respect the run first, and the run was there. It's a lot of runs that were there. And I think he put the ball in Shedeur's hands too much instead of having him be the quarterback and control the game and loosen up some of that defense and help out the offensive line. Get a couple of run plays in there. You see, passing plays normally take longer than run plays. Control that 10 yards of scrimmage. Get some first downs. You know, keep their defense on the field a little longer. But then a lot of it, like I said, comes down to personnel. If your personnel, you're going to lose. As good as Colorado's special teams is, the fake punt, that's still their deal. No, they lost at every phase of the game. Every facet of the game, they got beat. Special teams, they got beat. The fake punt did them in. On their own 17-yard line, they ran a fake punt on the special teams and got the first down. You knew what time it was then. From there, it was just more and more of the same. It was a total annihilation. He was coked up. Nah, he was hyped for this game. He wanted it just like everybody else who was just waiting to see who was going to be the first team to beat Coach Prime. But okay, but you got to keep that same energy for everybody if you organize. You out the wins, right? So now you got to win it all. Well, why are you talking? No, it wasn't that the team didn't believe. The team played hard. They played all the way to the end. Like, them boys believe. It's just that sometimes you going up against teams that are just better. Oregon's more talented. They really are. I mean, Colorado could have went to bed early. They could have studied. They could have went training and did all kind of... Dog, they just got better players. That's just it. But you would at least give your team a better chance, I felt, if you had a more balanced attack starting the game off. I would have started the game off with 3 straight runs and see where we went there. I'm going to test that defense. We're going to get some runs up here because they're expecting Shedeur to come out passing. And I know he's going to be eager to pass, but this is game. We got to manage the game and how the game is. So we got to keep that offense, Oregon's offense, on the pine. They averaging 6 yards a game. We're going to have to keep them off the field. And the only way to do that is to get first downs. Play 10-yard football. He was like, man, he out here looking like Justin Fields. I'm like, that ain't fair because, you know, you're going to be gun shy and not throw the ball and play safe because nobody's open. None of the guys were open. They were all covered. On those little slant plays that they run, Oregon's guys are faster, longer. They there. They getting the arm in there. You go deep. They right there. They get an arm over there. They whip all the receivers. Nobody got cooked. Yeah, that's a mistake Coach Prime made today. He did not run the ball enough. He should have ran that ball to his nose blade. This was a game you was going to have to run the ball. And by looking at their defense and the way they were set, he should have known that in the first 2 possessions that what they're running with this defense, them, the way the wide receivers are covered like that, this is gonna be a game we're gonna have to run. We can't just play our game and beat them at that. That's not gonna work. We're gonna run this ball. You know when they started to run the ball? Second half. And you know what they got? Success. They running back was getting first downs. Then it opened up the pass. Whoop-de-doo. We could have been doing this all game. We could have made this a game. But you got to get down 42-0 before you realize, man, maybe we should run some running schemes now. The game, of course, the game is over in the first half. That's why you run the ball from the start of the game. Give yourself a chance. You coming out trying to make Shedeur this passer. You giving your offensive line, which is bad, time back there in the backfield. They started the game off well. They did well starting the game off. Offensive line was doing all right enough for the run to take off. But everybody want to make a highlight reel and a pass so they can be on IG. Look, the running game was there early and they didn't take it. They came out passing thinking that's the way to do it. They get off the slow starts. And that's something they got to fix. They got off to a slow start last week. In a game they should have lost. Colorado State blew it. So this is 2 weeks in a row. Y'all get off to these slow starts. And it started to cost you. It's actually been 3 weeks in a row. Ever since the probably the first week. After that, it's been slow starts before they start coming on. You need to have a better set game plan from when you start, because you got to set the tone sometimes. Championship teams know how to set the tone. Only thing that I liked that I saw was that they actually played ball. That's it. They competed. Those boys competed. They competed to the gun sound. They played to the very last gun. I mean, Oregon coach was stupid. I want more. You know, I understand he's living the spotlight. He can say what he want to say, but he's loving this. Oregon loving the fact that they got to play prime so they can get the most attention they ever got. ESPN last week, a Colorado versus Colorado State is the most watched game, college game in ESPN's history. Let me repeat. In ESPN history, the most watched NCAA football game of all time is Colorado versus Colorado State. 9.3 million. Yeah, that game was late because it came on at 9. So when the game started at 9 p.m., about 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, then when it went to overtime, you're looking at 1 o'clock in the morning. Our time, Central. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning somewhere else. Everybody was up. Nobody was going to bed. Now imagine that game came on at 5 in the afternoon. You're looking at about 15, 20 million. I mean, nobody said Coach Brown was going to have a perfect season or go to a national championship. People up here with their pom-poms on. Yes! Cinderella story is over. I'm like, because they lost the game, they trying to improve. And I ain't even trying to hear what Shitlock got to say. That's what I'm saying. People like that, y'all got to learn to get rid of. You got to cut people like him off right at the knee. Because all they doing is they're ruining the game. Because they just kind of get hits and views. If you look at his page right now, he kind of got like 10 in a row videos about Coach Prime. Then he attacking the kids. Then he attacking, it's just pathetic. It's just clickbait. He's so phony. It ain't even humorous to me. It's pathetic. He'll be, oh, I'm just trolling. Trolling? You're a grown ass man. What the hell are you trolling for? Such a hypocrite, man. I can't stand him. Well, the world think differently, you know, so you can take that for what it's worth, but I don't think that there'll be a lot of people contesting process or anything like that, but Ohio State just scored. Man. Oh, Chris Hill said, I ain't getting no notification. Yeah, we doing this off the strength of no notifications, buddy. No. There's a lot that's going on in the world, but people got to make a decision on what it is that they want to run with. Now, if you take, for instance, all of the people that was there that was rooting for Colorado or rooting against Colorado, most people are rooting for the Ducks and was Duck fans, but wasn't going to the games, went and bought tickets just because they were playing Colorado. I mean, of course, it's racism everywhere, so of course it's racist people in Oregon. It's racist people in Colorado. No. That's right. Don't forget, my Cash App is Carceno, which is Karceno. And my Super Chat is working, as you guys can tell. On the Patreon for our VIP members, we got special things giveaway coming up. We're giving away PS5. And on the membership, if you're a Screen Fiend level, movie level, then we'll get you right in there too. So we're gonna take all the people from the Screen Fiend movie level and the VIP Patreons, mix them all together, and we're gonna do a drawing. The winner is getting PlayStation 5, some other stuff. As I told you, most of this stuff y'all do, and the majority of it is for charity and giveaways like for Saginaw STEM, things of that nature. So your money is never wasted. Yeah. I'm up for a lot of it. I'm up for a lot of it. No, I love what Coach Prime was about. I love what Coach Prime's about. My audio is buzzing. I'm sorry. Whoa. This guy just came in flying. No, the rocking sound is me having the phone up there, so it's just rocking. Shake, rattle, and roll. What did I feel about what? That? I really didn't have an opinion, to be honest. This guy wanna fly. Go on ahead. There's so many things that Coach Prime, I felt that that's the only thing in the game I felt that could have probably changed it had they went ahead and punted not punted, but ran the ball. Well, running the ball is very essential. When you don't run the ball, you get what you got just right there. Right, grind time. That's what it should have been. Grind time. Grind time. Grind time. Shouts out to Burundi too. He been whooping everybody on Madden. And T, man, Detroit T, man, I'm gonna have to get him. I don't know if he on HD Live or something, but I'm gonna have to do a StreamYard again. And then he gonna have to explain what's going on. Cino's got a date tonight. Date out. So let's see what happens. Will I be back on live? Man, it's date night, Cino. Don't you see I'm clean and skin's all glowing, hair done, you know, this date night, Cino. Nah, I don't look shabby on date nights. Well, as people say it into one another and they go through their motions, you got to give Oregon their credit. Like Coach Prime ain't mince words. He just said they gave us a good old-fashioned butt whooping. That's what happened. When you get your butt whooped, you get your butt whooped. And you take your lumps and like a man, you move forward. I never saw it like probably how everyone else did. Okay, I'll go. But there's so many different like people and their reactions when it comes to when it comes to these activities, I would say there's so many people who don't give themselves a chance in a game and they make excuses. Like you saw Colorado State coach make excuses. That's what you don't want. Prime made no excuse. Prime said we got our butts kicked, which is exactly what they did. I mean, give credit to Oregon, the Ducks. But now if you the Ducks, you can't drop it, you can't lay a duck. No more. All right, no more laying a duck. You got to take this attitude into every game. Don't act like you just won a bowl game or a national championship when you just didn't. You just won a game. Keep that same energy when you play the other teams. That's all you can do. Keep that same energy flowing. right. You got to take the good with the bad. You learn from it. Trust me. Anybody in here ever played a video game will tell you. How did you get good in the video game? You had to take a beat down. I didn't want nobody to take it easy on me if we was playing a video game and I was learning. Keep the beat going. I wanted to get beat into the ground. Keep the beat going. Because during this beat down, I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn. And buddy boy, when I get through learning, you going to be burning. Because you ain't going to be able to beat me no more. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to the point of annihilation. And I can't get there until I figure you out. So they know what they need to do. You know they got the transfer portal. So you know that's right there. So if you see they got the transfer portal, they got all this stuff going on for them, why on earth would they care? People don't think like that no more. You know what people think? If they keep on doing what they doing, everything is going according to plan. And they got this. They all think like that. Oh, I got this. Well, everybody want to blame Coach Prime, but here's the thing. This is the news. Unless your player on your team can execute to perfection, you can't stop it. You've had the best coaches in the world, and I mean the world, couldn't do a damn thing when it was time. The best coaches in the world couldn't do a damn thing when it came to doing this right here. It had to be a player that had to step up to make a play. All they talk about, remember Phil Jackson is a great coach. Phil and his plays. If Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan on those nights, they don't win. And that's the truth. So being an outstanding coach and all that stuff, that gets you to It's great, believe me, but it only gets you so far. Your players have to execute to perfection. If they do not, you do not win. It is as simple as that. Now, mm-hmm. Stop having him sit in the pocket with that kind of offensive line. Well, he gave the illusion of that he was going to sit in the pocket, and then he would try to take off and just buy time for his wide receivers to get open. They weren't getting any separation. That's what one thing that you couldn't really see unless you saw like some of the footage from the people recording from their phone would show you the entire field. And when you look at the entire field, you can see they weren't getting separation, dog. They weren't. So that's why he was back there. He should have took off a lot of times when the holes was there, and sometimes the gap was just gone. Those guys fatigued, and they really was just getting pancaked. But like I said, man, nobody made any excuses. Colorado's got a lot to work on, but this gonna humble them, get them back to where they need to be. You know, the team, some of them kind of was like, you know, reading the headlines, vibing in the press. Now it's time to, okay, circle the wagons, get back to one. Let's go back to when nobody believed in us. Let's get back to that mode. All right, it's first year. That's what I'm saying. Now that's you can tell who the haters are. The haters. Yeah, Coach Prime looked like a clown. Now he lost. What's up, Buffaloes? And be like, dude, you weren't even thinking about Colorado last year. Colorado was just a win on the sheet. They've been terrible for a decade. You ain't had this kind of energy for Colorado. And you mad at Coach Prime because he won 3 games. His first 3 games and you mad. He's bringing all this money to college football and you mad. They so mad right now. You know what they doing? These fools are trying to switch conferences. These coaches are trying to take their teams and move them to different conferences so they can play who? Coach Prime. They want to get it out. They want to be able to play Coach Prime. Why? For the bag, for the money. But it's okay if they do it. Boy, I tell you. You can tell. That's what I'm saying. You can tell the haters because it don't make no sense. It's like, well, that don't make any sense. What the hell why would you have a problem with any of this? I just do. Okay, well, that's dumb. No, and then the penalties. The last thing they covered. Too many penalties. When they did have some momentum, they got hit with a flag. And it all came back. When guys are getting beat off the ball, they trying to stop what's happening. They take shortcuts. There was a chip block in there, which you couldn't do. And the player made that mistake and didn't realize that was illegal for him to do. Well, Oregon and USC was probably the toughest teams on their schedule. Everybody knew that going into the year. No one had Colorado beating Oregon. Nobody had them beating USC. But you want to see how they fare? I think they're going to fare well against USC. USC got a good offense, but their defense is not all up to par. I did think Colorado would put some points on the board severely, not just the 6 that they got at the end. But I do think not pulling your quarterback was dumb on Oregon's part. You know, Oregon made a dumb mistake by not pulling their quarterback. Oh, he ain't go up, get up out of there. He left and got his bag. He went to Fox. Fox was like, we need you over here. And he saw that money Fox had out there for him. He was like, well, I'm going to take these peanuts to the ESPN. I'm out. I told you, Max was CNN. He was Fox News. And they was supposed to make Stephen A. BET. And that's how it was supposed to work. And they turned it into that. And it just wasn't meshing. Because he wanted a white guy up there who was going to bow down to him and make him look superior. And that wasn't going to work. They wasn't going to have that for him. Right. They were predicted to win 3 games this season. They won 3 games. He's already improved over last year where they won 1 smacking game. They're the most watched team in football. ESPN just had their most wins, their most views ever for a college football game last week. Prime is already generating hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're paying $130,000 per ad, per 30-second ad. So college football's making money. So why everybody looking and mad at Prime because he getting any type of money? Why are they mad about that? That's like, what is you mad at? Nick Saban been doing this for years. Nobody had a problem with Coach Saban getting all this money. Now Prime come and he doubling that. He up at Affleck with Nick Saban. They paid him and gave him a new contract. Prime got a new deal with Affleck. He's a money generator. Everything Prime does sells because of his aura, who he is. This dude, he's a con man. What is he conning you? He's winning games. That's what he's paid to do. Colorado looked better than they did last year. So how's he conning you? This is what I'm trying to tell. I don't know what's wrong, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Shitlock, I'm not even going to watch any of his videos. I don't want him getting any views. That's why I wasn't talking about him. All while he was talking about Prime this week, I ain't said nothing about him. Because I know what he's doing. He's a bottom feeder. So I just been biting my tongue. I'm gonna do probably 1 video on them and expose them, and then that'll be it. But yeah, I've arrived already. I've just been chilling here. So let me get out and get out. So I don't get stiff waiting around in this car. Oh, that's according to that's what's his name? Said I was doing that. That was LB. Man, you over there dirty, Mac. That was LB saying that. Yeah, I got money on that game tonight. I need that game to not be the scoring bonanza everybody think it's gonna be. That's the only game I need. I'm holding out for it. Yep. All right. I'm a holler.